Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
It is your boy Troy here, aka Big Papa Goose, or Golden Goose, depending on where you're at, House of Pain champion, future mainstay, and you are watching Cheap Shot Entertainment. Get away! Jump it!
This is awesome! Welcome, people, once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. I am your host, Luke, and you are the Cheap Shot Nation. And we're going to take you through all of the action from William Gregg Leisure Centre in Heanor for House of Pain on the 9th of June 2019. As per usual, it's a really good show. Doors at 2:30. The first bell was at 3 o'clock, and the cost was just £5 of your English pounds, with raffle tickets costing £2 for the strip. Great show. We've got loads of stuff to go through with you today, including 2 title matches, lots of tag team matches, and a WWE NXT UK trialist on the show, as well as the House of Pain champion Big Papa Goose and Ritmo, and of course the Heartbreakers as well, all friends of the show. And Cheap Shot Entertainment. Anyway, we're going to get through to the main part of the video, so hit the like button and subscribe and do all the YouTube type stuff. Go over to Instagram, go over to Twitter, go over to Facebook, get in contact with us, let us know what you think of the channel, start talking to us. What brought you to wrestling? Why do you love wrestling? Just anything you want to talk about in regards to wrestling and video games, of course, and movies. Get in contact with us. We love to chat to the Cheap Shot Nation. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Venue was still the same as the other Heanor shows, but the space used was slightly smaller due to numbers. Can only think that people are on holiday and things like that. Saving up for summer holidays maybe, but with the tighter, more compact arrangement at the William Gregg Leisure Centre, it did give the crowd something to do. It gave a lot of the wrestlers more interaction, gave the crowd more chance to shout and cheer and boo and all that kind of stuff, all things that make a good show, in my opinion. So the smaller crowd didn't shy away from getting in wrestlers' faces and all that kind of stuff, all the stuff that you'd expect right here on Cheap Shot Entertainment and in House of Pain Wrestling. So the first match is a tag team match, and it's scheduled for 1 fall. It is Big Mike Wild, also known as Chop, versus Retrowave Ash Katie, and although this has corrected it to Ash Candy, I did notice that on the write-up that went on the official House of Pain fan group as well, but it was too late to sort it out. Anyway, they're going against the Firm, which is Stevie Mitchell and Spike, Classy Spike, as he alluded to on his entrance, as he said, "I'm classy," and I said, "Yes, you're classy," and he says, "Yes, I know I'm classy," and then he got in my face and I said, "That's classy," and that was brilliant. I love interacting with the superstars of House of Pain Wrestling. Really good. Anyway, it was the Firm who came in first. Retrowave Ash Cady made his entrance into the ring, and he subsequently got attacked before his partner could come out and start the match properly. So it is the Firm beating up Ash Cady before Chop comes out to make the rescue, and the bell rings as we get this match on the Firm. On the Firm from Big Mike Wild, gaining the advantage for his team. Irish Whip is saved by Stevie Mitchell as he drags Spike out of the ring. There is a collision on the outside as the Irish whip from Mike Wilde and Ash Cady sends the firm crashing into each other like two semi-trucks. Back elbow by retro wave on Spike leads to the first near fall in this match. Double team by the firm gets them in control of this match, and that's the way the match would pan out for the next sort of 5 minutes. Quick tags from the firm, a very well established tag team, one of my personal favourites, even though they're heels. They take control and quick heel tags, pinning retro wave Ash Cady, but he kicks out. They're still fighting him here, and this is a spinning back kick to Spike from retro wave Ash Cady, and he gets the hot tag to Big Mike Wilde from Ash Cady. Chop City as Mike Wilde chops and chops and chops his way through the firm with ease, and he takes out the firm completely. There is a double suplex attempt from the firm to Big Mike Wilde. He blocks that and hits the double suplex of his own on two very large individuals, so that was no small feat. The firm tried to double team. Wilde tries for the chop as Spike pulls Mitchell out of the ring, resulting in a distraction, giving Mitchell the chance to hit a double A spine buster on Ash Cady for the pin. Your winners are the firm, Spike and Mitchell. In this match, very good match to open up the show in Hina. Very impressed with both these teams. Ash Cady is someone who we haven't seen in Hina. Actually, no, I think he pretty much made his debut in Hina last time I went, and that was all the way back in December. Show. In fact, I think there was one in February. Missed the last show in April due to being elsewhere, but this firmly plants the seeds back into Hina, and hopefully the crowds will pick up in Hina to keep the shows happening at the William Gregg Leisure Centre. But great match to start the show, and we're going to move on to the second match in due course. We next get the Brad Matthews Better Than You Open Challenge as Brad Matthews makes his way out to the ring. Lee's shiny head draws him in like the magpies that the wrestlers seem to be when he is sat in the crowd. It is friend of Cheap Shot Entertainment who answers the open challenge. It is none other than Diamond Dave Andrews, former House of Pain champion, former Hope Kings of Flight champion. He held those titles together. He's wearing his striker shorts today. That's right, we know. We went to that show. And he got the pants chant started, which was brilliant. So DDA answers the challenge. Always entertaining is DDA, one of the favourites here on Cheap Shot Entertainment. If you get a chance to see DDA in action, do go and see him. Pay your money and watch this guy, because he is really good at getting the crowd going and also good at getting his opponents on the back foot with his hilarious antics. In this case, Brad Matthews says someone's nicked his t-shirt. Who's nicked his t-shirt? It's revealed that none other than Diamond Dave Andrews has stolen Brad Matthews' t-shirt that says I am better than you. Obviously in this case it's actually true, because Diamond Dave Andrews is wearing the t-shirt and not Brad Matthews. So as DDA reveals this. He takes off the t-shirt and starts the match. The bell rings and we get a matador standoff with Brad Matthews being the bull, trying to get his t-shirt back. So he goes in and goes wee, and then Diamond Dave Andrews goes olé, and it pulls the thing away, and he gets the better of Brad Matthews here. After several attempts of trying to get the t-shirt back, Diamond Dave does some personal flossing with Brad Matthews' t-shirt, a t-shirt which Zuzzy Z would then try and claim. Anyway, yeah. So after the flossing, rather different kind of flossing, it's not the dance, I'll give you that clue. It is cross chops from DDA that get the match started. The whip is reversed, but Matthews runs into an elbow from Diamond Dave, and many near falls later we get a DDA chant finally from the Hina crowd as Matthews takes control, planting DDA face first into the canvas from an attempt to jump over Brad Matthews as he charged into the corner. Rear chin lock gains control for Brad Matthews here. This is a chin lock that's locked in for a couple of minutes, wearing down the former House of Pain champion. DDA manages to fight out with some help from the Hina crowd. Missile drop kick from the top from DDA, and a jumping DDT leads to another near fall for DDA. DDA then tries for the first time a diamond cutter on Brad Matthews, and this is countered into a half Nelson slam. Very impressive move there by Brad Matthews. Sunset flip is the next near fall we get. Diamond Dave eventually gets the better of Brad Matthews, does a jump over on Brad Matthews, leading straight into, flawlessly, into a diamond cutter from the Diamond One, and he picks up the victory. 1, 2, 3. Your winner in this match is Diamond Dave Andrews, friend of Cheap Shot Entertainment and all-round bloody nice bloke. Like I say, go and see this guy. He is really, really good. Go and see House of Pain Wrestling. It's £5. What can you do? You know, you can't argue with that, really, and you get to sit on the front row. So yeah, that match, open challenge, another really good match in Hina actually. So yeah, we started off really well in this show. So we next get another tag team match. In this case, it is 6 people who are in the match. The Bloodhounds, which is Bjorn and Davey Thompson and Timberwolf, versus Brandon Brooks, H-Blocks and Dante Duerden. But it is revealed that Brandon Brooks could not make the show in Hina, and he was replaced by none other than WWE NXT UK trialist, the Asian sensation and friend of the show. I will say that quite a lot because this girl is going a lot of places, and I believe that she is going to be one of the ladies that gets signed to NXT UK. Even if it's not this time, she will get there. She is fantastic, and she replaces Brandon Brooks. It is Kanji, the Asian sensation. There is a technical start to this match from Thompson and Dante Duerden. The blind tag from Bjorn takes Duerden off his game. Double team as H-Block and Duerden attack Bjorn, They get back on top. Kanji in to clear the ring. A 3-on-1 by the Bloodhounds as they make quick tags as they stomp on Dante. A small flurry from Dante before the Bloodhounds get back in control very, very quickly. Back elbow and a tag to H-Block, gets the hot tag in this one. Bang! Hot tag leads to getting control with this one with a drop kick from the top. Kanji hits anything that moves in this ring. She gets the tag, hits anything that moves with a flurry of moves and jumps and kicks and punches, and on the outside hits Davy Thompson from the Bloodhounds with a reverse 619. Davy Thompson ducks the first attempt and she flicks back and kicks him in the face, and then hits a Hurricane Runner on the outside to Davy Thompson, and that leaves Davy Thompson incapacitated on the out. The Bloodhounds get back in control in a topsy-turvy contest to finish the first half of the show. A wicked clothesline allows the Bloodhounds to continue controlling the match with frequent tags, this time on H-Block, doing a sort of unicorn stampede kind of thing in the corner. H-Block, though, still has a lot of fight in his tank, and this leads to a miscue from Bjorn, who clocks Timberwolf as he holds H-Block with a heel kick, and the tag is then made. Another tag to Kanji, who shows why she has been given that tryout with WWE. An opening gives H-Block the chance to fly as Kanji takes out Loudmouth Davy Thompson for the pin and the win. Your winners are H-Block, Dante DeWerden, and the Asian sensation Kanji. What a match. The fight went everywhere you can imagine. There was banter with the crowd, there was fighting, like I say, fighting on the outside. A wicked Hurricane Runner from Kanji on Davy Thompson, and just as you thought the Bloodhounds would be on top, H-Block and Dante DeWerden pick up the victory along with their tag team partner Kanji. A great way to finish the first half of the show, and so far really good. I do hope they organise another date for Hina, because they're brilliant. I love House of Pain. I love House of Pain, I love Aspire and Hope Wrestling. Hope Future in particular is going places. So really good start to this show. Into the second half now of the show, and is the House of Pain Heavyweight Championship that is on the line with the Golden Goose. It's your boy Troy Big Papa Goose, who is the current reigning and defending House of Pain Heavyweight Champion of the world, and he is going against Ritmo, who is another fan favourite here in Hina for this show. Goose does say that he's got a bit of a delicate bonce, a bit of a delicate head. He said he went out for a few, and I have this, I believe him when he said this. He went out for a quiet few with his mates at his local pub. He's just woken up with a funny head. Anyway, this leads to a lot of chanting from the crowd, of course, getting in the ear of Troy, and Ritmo slapping Troy round the head several times, including kicks and slaps, and just bouncing on the ring in general, because that made it really loud. So Ritmo starts the match on the offense as the crowd pick on Troy's very delicate head. The champ reassured, like I say, Cheap Shot Entertainment at the end of the show that he had only gone for a few quiet drinks. He must have just woken up with a headache, and maybe it was hay fever. I sometimes have that as well. Ritmo uses kids to attack Troy, and a fan in the crowd uses Ritmo to attack Troy, which is a different take on the old use kids as weapons skit in professional wrestling, especially in independent professional wrestling. So the champ Goose then gets on top with a flurry of moves. Ritmo gets back in with a kick to Troy's head. Of course, that is going to take the champ off his game. Ritmo hits a silly salmon from the ropes at the request of the Hina crowd. Double kick, and we get the first near fall of the match. Ritmo climbs to the top rope and attempts to fly, but this is how the match finishes. Troy lands a well-placed crotch shot. You could say that was a cheap shot from Troy. Your boy Troy, my boy Troy, your boy Troy. It is Troy, the big Papa Goose, who lands that well-placed crotch shot on to the Pirate King of House of Pain Wrestling. The referee looks in shock at this, as if you could be shocked by the antics of Big Papa Goose. Rings for the bell. Ritmo is down, obviously nursing his injuries, and he calls the match. Ritmo is your winner. However, in the rules of professional wrestling, the champion does not lose the title on a disqualification decision. So your champ is still Big Papa Goose, but the winner of the match is Ritmo, and he takes the victory in this one. No doubt that feud will continue. Ritmo's had quite a few chances at taking that championship belt from various people, and I'm sure he will get another chance in the near future at Big Papa Goose. Maybe an ODQ match, who knows? Let's see what Paul Sticks Grint has in store for us in future of House of Pain shows. Tag Team Championships are up for grabs next, and this is your official main event. 5 great matches in this show. Hellbound, which is Alton, Thorne and the big man Barricade, the man mountain Barricade, versus the Heartbreakers, when Riley Nova and Zach Morris had several attempts at trying to capture these tag team championships. They finally did it against Hellbound. Hellbound claiming their rematch clause here in Hina on the 9th of June 2019. So, friends of the show, the Heartbreakers are the current reigning and defending tag team champions, they get a really good reaction from the Hina crowd. They've been ever present, actually, the Heartbreakers, in one way or another at the Hina shows. So well done, boys, for that one. And of course, like I say, friends of the show as well. So it is Hellbound who gets the match started, attacking Riley Nova as Morris makes the save for the 2-on-1 is too much for Zach Morris, as the action spills quickly to the outside in this one, with Thorne on Nova and Barricade on Zach Morris. The ref never really got control in the first 5 minutes of this match, and the two teams just want to beat the tar out of each other. They just want to go to war in this one. They've got a long-standing rivalry, including title changes in the history of their two teams and the history of the House of Pain Tag Team Championships. Nova looks like he tweaked his knee, doing a jumping move. Looked like he was going for a double axe handle, tweaked his knee. Avoiding the charge from Barricade, and this then led to Hellbound taking complete control of the match. Focus on Riley Nova's knee. Hellbound are on full offensive now as Barricade locks in a figure four and gets a little bit of help from the Dark One himself, Alton Thorne. The referee is facing the opposite direction, and as usual, what you do not see, you cannot call. Gets help from Thorne. Thorne is in to continue the assault as Riley then manages to reverse the second attempt at the figure four at the first time of trying from Alton Thorne. Riley is quickly moved back to the challenger's corner as he tries to make that tag to his fresher partner in Zach Morris. Riley finally manages to make the tag to the fresher Zach Morris. Morris clears house before tagging Riley Nova back in, and this could have made the match, it could have sent the match the opposite way here, because obviously Nova has had his leg worked over. Bit of a poor decision, bit of an inexperienced decision there by the Heartbreakers, but Riley Nova wants to beat the tar out of Hellbound. They hit a double kick to, I think it was Alton Thorne. The match then breaks down again as Hellbound attack the referee this time and take out Kev, who was refereeing this match. And the champs, they take out the Kev and the champs with the title belts as Kevin is on the floor, and bring out a second referee to count the pin. And this was the end of the match. We thought we'd had another title change in Hina. Those House of Pain Tag Team Championships have been omnipresent in the William Gregg shows for House of Pain. The decision is reversed though, because it was the second referee that counted the pinfall. Referee Kev then says, no, that's not happening. Restart the match. The match restarts. We get a quick roll up from Riley on Alton Thorne. They get the win. Your winners and still House of Pain Tag Team Champions are the Heartbreakers, Riley Nova and Zach Morris. Hellbound obviously furious by this decision. But the Heartbreakers retain their championships by hook or by crook. They got the pin. Hellbound were given the choice to not put the titles back up on the line. They took it and they were pinned fair and square. The Heartbreakers go away with your tag team championships for House of Pain. And so that is everything that happened at the William Gregg Leisure Centre for House of Pain Wrestling on the 9th of June 2019. It cost 5 of your English pounds, and unfortunately it wasn't a big turnout, but get yourself down there. £5 for an afternoon of family entertainment. You cannot argue with that. If you're in the local area, get there. Even if you're not sure about wrestling, you're going to be entertained by these guys, because basically go into it thinking that it's a bit of a show, a bit of a play, and you know, bad guys, good guys. Don't think of it as going, oh, it's wrestling, it's fake. No, it's predetermined. It's choreographed. That's what it is. It's a play. And if you get emotionally involved in that play, then they're doing their job, and they're doing it very well. So just get down there. If you like wrestling, if you don't like wrestling, go and check it out. Maybe you will find something you like doing on a Sunday afternoon rather than watching rubbish on television. Get yourself out and about in the area. Anyway, you've been watching Cheap Shot Entertainment. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Sometimes there's things on there that don't go on YouTube, discussions and things like that. So join us for those during pay-per-views as well. And obviously if you're at any of the shows that we go to, come and say hello. We're not afraid of having photos taken or things like that. I know I'm not a full-on celebrity yet, but I'm getting out there. And I don't want to be a celebrity, to be honest. I like doing what I'm doing now. Anyway, that is the end of your video. That is everything that happened at House of Pain in Hina. And we're going to say goodbye now. So take care of yourself. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. I've been your host, Luke, and we'll see you next time here on Cheap Shot Entertainment.